I told Russ inside that this movie was, for me, in order for me, because I have ADD, and I have to really stay focused on a movie. And if I'm watching a movie, and if I gotta go to the bathroom real bad, and I don't want to get up to go to the bathroom, that's huge for me. That's really huge. That means it's caught my attention, and it's pointing to something that I'm going through in life. Because I know I'm newly single, and to have a man come home and say, I'm not interested in you anymore, it didn't go so far as a ring on the table or on the bed, but it touched me. And I'm like, yeah, I've been through that. They lose interest, and it wasn't the fact that, I wasn't having a baby. I had that already. But just somebody just losing interest, it caught my attention. I'm like, you know what? I went through this. I know how she's feeling. And that was huge for me. And that really, that did it for me. When that part hit with Tamala, and I forgot what her husband's name is in that movie.
Austin.
In Austin, I was zoomed in. I was like, okay, this really happened. The movie had me before, but it really zoomed me in. I'm like, you know what? This is really the story of my life right here. So it was good. That was huge for me.
Except that your ex was gay.
Yeah.
Oh. No, I'm
I
kidding.
couldn't turn him. Shut up.
I guess for me, as a married woman with 2 children, I hear this conversation so much that I think the grass is greener on the other side. It just, we wait so long to be married. We wait so long to have kids. Like, this is the epitome of what, as women, we want to do. But then when you get there, it's great and I love it, but the grass is greener on the other side. So when I watched it, it's like the same conversation that women in general, no matter what color, it's the same conversation over and over again. So I think we need to, I don't know, how do we transcend that conversation? How do we take it to the next level? Is it career? Is it adoption? What is it? So it was funny. I laughed from beginning to end. Like, Kevin Hart was hilarious. But is it just the what is it? What's the saying?
You kind of always want what you don't have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unless you've had it before.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you were with losers who didn't want to get married and you meet someone who does want to get married and who adores you, then you're like, oh, this is it. This is what's up. And when and then when you finally get there, you're like, oh, this is what it feels like. So, like, the one woman who was like, I can't believe you don't want to have a baby with me. I can't imagine your husband saying, not wanting to have a kid with you. Can you imagine? And
Well, she kind of knew.
Yeah, she did.
He said before.
And we know, don't we? We always know.
And that was where it was foul the way he did it.
Very
I
much
think.
so, yes.
But he did tell her, and
Yeah.
she still went along with the game plans.
And not only did he tell her with words, he showed her.
With
And
action,
guys
yes.
show us every day what their real intentions are.
But I think in that case, what you could see was he just did not want to have a baby with her.
Exactly.
He did
He
not
didn't want to be
he
married to
wanted
her.
to be with
Ultimately,
somebody else.
that was the key. That
And
was
what
what
I
he
got from
wanted.
that is, it's okay for people, like, I felt like it's okay if he changed his mind. I don't like the way he went about doing
Right,
it, because
right.
if he really loved her and he was her friend or had any compassion for her, he might have done it in a different way. But ultimately, people have a right to change their mind. And that's something, when you get in relationships, you should expect that the person at some point might just not be feeling anymore. They might want something else. That's a risk you take when you get in a relationship.
Because there are signs.
I was just about to say that. Yeah,
There are signs,
the
and
problem
women
is-
have
yes.
a way of shutting down
Yeah,
and not seeing the obvious.
exactly.
Because
you don't
I'm looking back. I'm looking back, and I saw the signs, but I was like,
Right.
Yeah.
But
Right.
sometimes they're not. You don't even need signs. He
Yeah.
point blank told her. A guy will tell you how they feel. So when they tell you, believe them. There is no
And don't try to
undercover
sway
quoting.
them. Exactly.
There is nothing under. Just listen to what they're saying. They will tell you how they feel. They will tell you what they expect from a relationship. And so don't think, oh, he doesn't mean that.
But it's
that
in
you
our
can change
nature.
them. Or that you can change
But it's in
them.
our nature. The
Because
first
a lot
thing we do is say, oh, we got to get out of that. We got
Right.
to change your shoes and change
Right.
your clothes and change your
Right.
friends.
Right.
I mean,
right.
it's our nature.
And we think that we can change, and then we're in a situation and we realize, change isn't happening. And then we go back to what you're saying, putting that wall up of thinking, oh, maybe he doesn't really mean what he said, Yeah.
Russ Parr's 35 and ticking.
I think I'm gonna try the Negro Modelo.
I happen to know that's manufactured by a black company.